Ladies and gents, today we are doing something yet again different. Today we have Eonia. Ionia? Eonia. Eonia. Anyway, this game is developed by Geometric Bytes, who, if I'm not mistaken, is just basically a single guy from Argentina making this. So while we go through the game, I will point out a few caveats to be warned about. The first is that I believe this game was originally scripted in Spanish. Because of that, some of the translations might be a little on the rough side. The developer has said that he plans on doing more professional translations to English closer to when he's ready to release, but for now, this is what we have. So another caveat is that I have to mention right off the bat that this is a game I did receive the code for free in order to review this. So take that with whatever grain of salt you want. So with that said, let's get into this, shall we? To start off, there are a couple of disclaimers basically saying that the developer is the only guy making this game, as I said, and it is still very early alpha stage. So only the first few hours of gameplay are actually playable. He goes on to say that, as I mentioned also, this game was developed in Spanish and will be translated to English professionally before the game hits the full release. With all of this, there are still going to be bugs. We know that there will be bugs. This is early alpha. Probably several as we go through this, but in the few days that I have already had with this game on Steam, it has been updated several times already. So he is diligently working on this game. It's not like others I've tested where the developer just puts out a test and then leaves it for years to come. But this guy is actually doing his best to fix as much as he can and get this product as perfect as it can be before release. So absolute kudos to him for doing that. Whether or not this game is the best game on earth or not, pretty much you can immediately tell that this developer is really putting his entire self into the game and has, such passion for this story. So I am really looking forward to this. I will tell you, I've played just a bit of it already. Not too much, probably about 45 minutes just to get the feel of it. There are some issues, but overall I've been having a lot of fun. But we're going to be starting from the beginning. So into the gameplay we go. So I've pretty much already shown you the developer's words and the read this. This is a little new to me. Eonia is not linear. Read clarification. Eonia is not a linear game. It is an open world adventure RPG where the players have the freedom to move as they wish and the ability to perform the missions in order they choose. But in certain circumstances, such as the beginning of the game and the prologue, which would be the totality of this alpha, which is what we're playing right now, the freedom of the players may be restricted in certain region. This is partly due to the need to inform some mechanics of the game as a tutorial because of the way in which the narrative of the story happens and, of course, because of the fact that this is a game in development, with sections not yet finished. But afterwards, during the course of this finished game, except on certain occasions tied to the storyline, freedom will be absolute. I hope you enjoy Eonia as much as I do. H1M Silvetti, Geometric Bytes. He is the Argentinian guy that I was talking about. He is the maker of this game, and you will see. I played this a couple times. It is insane. It is an absolutely insane game. I am not going to go too far into these tips, but basically, this is the location. You are Albius. Your home is in the Ionian province of Meronian. Explore, walk through each nook, look behind each stone. You need to look at everything. You need to read everything. You don't need to physically read every single word. But at the same time, if you see a skill book, you do not get that skill until you finish the book. Read all the way through to the end. And these books are long. It's crazy. Do not rush. Albius constantly thinks about everything and reading his own words in a good way to understand the world of Eonia. Definitely. Recognizing animals and creatures, you will be able to basically draw creatures and locations and everything in a certain way. So beware. The red skull above an enemy, as you can see right here, means that they are not friendly. If they don't have a red skull, you are fine. Reading is important, I already told you. Books, notes, parchment, posters, each word can help us with something. There are two ways to cross a stream of water. One is navigating through different boats, and also is jumping on these lily pads. And finally, enjoy it. This is a fun game, and it's absolutely... I'll show you in a minute, but let's start a new game. Eonia is a game of exploration, discovery, and mystery. Don't rush, go slow, read, think, and enjoy the adventure. Don't rush as it's, this sign's going away. He who seeks shall find his reward, Master Enodio. Prologue. The bell of the clock. So you're waking up. It's day already. And it's my birthday! At least I'm 15, I'm an adult now, and the master will name me as his apprentice. Let's jump out of bed. And immediately you jump out of bed. Stop the bell. So that is kind of an annoying sound. So you can relive Albius' last thoughts by pressing the tab key. This comes in very handy. At last I'm 15. Okay. Turn that thing off by pressing E. Don't forget the travel bag. Ooh, look at these card figures. It's a very pretty world. Travel bag. This is your inventory. From now on you can collect all kinds of objects that have this symbol. Each item has an information sheet where all the details are provided. A help button will explain the functioning of the inventory. Now take a look at your inventory. Wow, I mean this is... It's very in detail. So you got a key to the chest in Albius' house. It works in the following ways. Albius keeps objects for different reasons in his chest and then closes it with a padlock. So potions, apparel, you've got, what are these? These are leather sandals. So basic leather sandals, and you have a botanical knife. Reading, nothing yet. But let's go open this. Ah, quest journal. So primary quests are the primary missions, those that directly affect the main story of the game. Secondary missions, obviously, are secondary missions that don't affect the main storyline but help you progress in other ways. Show you the tasks, shows you tasks by all zones, from this zone only, active ones and completed ones. So very in-depth. See, primary, secondary, they're your tasks. So far, so good. Let's just try and get out of there. Don't forget anything when leaving the home. Such as this key, Master Nodio's tower. That would have sucked to leave that. Now you have an information sheet. Press H to open and close it. I mean, look at this. I won't say this is the prettiest design of an information sheet, but it just shows that this is a very in-depth game. So right now we are wearing leather sandals, grant speed skill level 1, basic footwear, nothing on our head, torso, and legs. No rings or amulets, lockpicks, or anything like that. So let's get out of here. And then pick up some other stuff. Pick up some Erisa fruit. I have everything. Quick, let's go to the mastery. Well, you're telling me to pick up these small empty jars, so I have to do that first. Now, have I forgotten anything? Oh, hello, Flino. That's his name, Flino. What a cutie. Ah, what's this? Albius' house basement. It's very dark. However, if you look in the tab bar where it's very dark in here, it's a good idea to keep a torch on hand. I can see a lot better for some reason. So, we'll grab that. And looks like I gotta jump over a couple things. C to crouch, and to be stealthy. So, pick up the rope. Nothing else, right? There's nothing else in this basement. Can I get... Oh, I can't get there, so I gotta crouch again. Okay, so now we are ready to leave. Let's go to Master Nodio's house. Okay, you can orient yourself in the world by reading signs, maps, and books. Oh. Yes, Flino, I know. I must go to Master Nodio. He will name me his apprentice. There will be time to explore. So, quickly... The rest sites are distributed throughout the world of Eonia. They are very useful as they not only allow you to recover your health and save your games from the menu, but also to teleport between them. In this traveling way, long distance in seconds. But it is necessary to have a key rune and have the corresponding zone mapped for doing so. So there is... This is the save area, and over here is your key rune. Ooh, Albius, a note. Albius, here I leave another rune key to use the rest points of the magic portal orange. Don't break the glass again, you know how fragile it is. Be very careful and treat it gently. Master Nodio told me that this is the last time I give you some new ones. He has strictly forbidden me to do it if you break it again. He said you would have to walk to learn, so take care of them please. Master Repairman Terilio. So I picked up a rune key. I can now, transport myself when I actually find some of the others. But overall, look at this game. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a different style than I'm used to, which is fine with me. I mean, it looks kind of like, to me, it looks exactly like WoW, but a little more cartoonish. And that is perfectly fine. WoW being, obviously, World of Warcraft. But, is there something up here? No, I was kind of hoping that. Can I go up here? Why would I be... Oh, there we go. Yes, Felino, I must go to the Master Nodio. So let's screw everything else and just go to Master Nodio's tower. Brelas town. Where's Master... There's Master Nodio's tower. So up in the upper left, obviously, you have your stamina. Beyond that, it's a nice, clean, crisp-looking UI. I don't need anything else right now. Here's another save part. So you can see I've written it down, so now I know where it is again, and I can transport myself no matter what. A new secondary quest has begun. Find out what happened to the broken carts of old something or other. Well, okay, I will do that later. But the colors in this game are fantastic. And you will notice there are some other people in this game as well. I mean, not other actual people. There's no one playing. It's not a multiplayer game. Right now, at least, as far as I know. However, there are people that will be running around. Oh, yes, Felino, I know. I must go to... Okay, fine. I thought I was going the right way. But there's a dude chopping. God, Felino, get out of my way. There you go. Don't forget to use Felino. Felino is Albius' fierce companion. He is a Mahani, some strange beings with varied magical properties that differ from individual to individual, and this magic does not emerge until at least the second year of life. Felino has the ability to teleport from one place to another at will, something that is very useful. Master Nodio gave him to Albius a few days after the death of his parents, of the boy, in a strange cart accident. That's where kind of the Spanish and to English may have some issues. This was almost 12 years ago, and since then you've been inseparable. Felino follows him around as if it were Shadow, always flying beside him, and they have a great affection between them. I wonder why, in this writing, it's not referring to you, it's saying the boy. So I assume that means me. Felino is Albius' fierce companion, so yes. But why wouldn't it say Felino is your fierce companion? I would think that would draw you into the game a little bit more. Felino will help you to distract people, animals, creatures, or beasts to grab unreachable objects, to operate unreachable levers, and to show you the way if you cannot find it. Also, if you want to, you can pet it. It never hurts to show a little thank you to such a loyal friend. Press F to get Felino. Hello, Felino. Show the way. Pet. Execute. Felino activate. Inaccessible letter. Okay, so you're not chopping the dude's head off. You're just executing an action. Bring him to you. Distract. Let's pet him first. Aw, I'm not really petting him, but grabbing his ear and kind of flinging him around. But there you go. So anyway, I already know the way. It's this way. So let's just get to it. But look at this game. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. What is that guy doing? He's searching. Okay, well, he can search all he wants. I'm going this way. Master Nodio's tower! But there's another save point, and I can't get to that guy. Right. Oh, yeah, I know. I must go to Master Nodio. Fine, fine, fine. Okay. So let's get into Master Nodio's tower. Luckily, I did not leave the key. Nolito of the vegetables. The master never wanted to tell me about them, and as Lanio said, when they don't want to tell you about something, it's when you most need to find out about it. So, let's get in and see what's happening. Okay. So it looks like I need a lever. Yeah, once again, he has removed the lever. Of course, he used to open another box of cheese. He really needs to get a crowbar. So, primary quest updated. Where is the cheese? Somewhere in this huge mess must be the elevator lever, and I hope the master never makes me clean up all this. So we jump over, we crawl a little, and ta-da! There, now pick it up. It was here as I thought. He loves cheese. Okay, get up, jump over. Primary quest updated. Jump back in here. Quick, up! One thing I will say for this game is that sometimes this is making me dizzy, and I apologize for that if it makes you dizzy. But sometimes the way it just scrolls kind of makes me a little sick. But the master is not here, but he promised that today he would make me his apprentice. So let us see the note. Albius, I had to go urgently to Brelas, but I will not disregard your education and I have left you some tasks. Do you remember Mivos' book about opening locks with lockpicks? Yes, I know you do not like his books and that he seems unbearable at times, but their guides are a solid base of knowledge. I have left the book on one of the shelves for you to review, because I want you to open the backyard chest using what you have learned as the first task, and learn from the book and all the others you find. Knowledge is everything. Master Nodio. Okay, so let's pick up some cheese while we're at it. Can I do anything? Yes. The Art of the Lock. He didn't say anything about my birthday, nor is it about being an apprentice. I don't want to read any more books by Mivos Esterus. It's incredible that he's a friend of the master. I hate him. Albius is kind of a dink. I hate to say it, but I know he's 15, so he's a little whiner, but it's a little annoying. And that is not a knock on the developer in choosing, Albius and all that, or writing him, but books are an essential part of Eonia. They contain data, clues, and all kinds of information that helps to understand the world that surrounds everything. Reading them is not mandatory, but undoubtedly doing so is wise. So take the time to do it, and you will see that you will be rewarded. Press the D key to continue, and go to the end of the book to learn the skill. So, that shows you that, A, you need to go to the end of the book to get to skill, so never forget that. However, look at all that this writing this dude has done. Prologue. Chapter 1, let's talk about the honesty. Chapter 2, let's investigate the lock. And some drawing. Chapter 3, the lockpick, that faithful friend. Chapter 4, turns for here and there. This is crazy. Chapter 5, there's nothing missing. New skill acquired, lockpick. Level 1 advanced skill. So close that, and then obviously an advertisement for Mivos Esterus. So let's close out of that and get to this lockpick. And luckily there's some lockpicks right here for us to test with. But like I said, these books are insane. Easy locks. It's necessary to discover the correct opening order of the first bolt. Medium lock, the first 3 bolts. And hard lock, it is necessary to discover the correct opening order of all bolts. So let's just, this is an easy one. So we just click on up and over, and there we go. Ta-da! A frightening potion and a letter. The basement was occupied by an Escarino. Your next task will be to free the place from that invading vermin. But first you must discover it in the bestiarium that is in the tower. These books are an endless source of knowledge. Here I leave you something that you will undoubtedly need. Once you read the book, you will understand, Master Nodio. So, back to the tower we go. And there's the bestiarium. This will show you all the beasts that you can find. There's the prologue. There's a fish chuka, a fish okun, creature ampala, beast female jovari, beast male jovari, and insect escarino. So once an animal or creature is identified, either through the drawing or by other means, you can discover its characteristics by consulting the bestiarium, and in certain specific cases, other similar books. Press the W key to know about the escarino and learn its peculiarities. So all of that. Tip: the Frightener potion is totally effective. Totally effective. It will make the Escarino flee in terror to never return. You just have to throw it on the body and let everything happen. Important, thanks to some fine hairs over the eyes, the Escarino can detect us, even in stealth mode. So now I go down to the basement to find the Escarino. One thing that I do love about this game, and I have an issue with, is exiting and entering buildings. You'll see a beautiful animation of your hand going out to push the door open, and then all of a sudden you're standing outside. It would be nice, and I don't know why I went outside. Did not mean to do that. But it would be nice to have another second or two. There's the basement. Let's go down inside. It would be nice to be able to see another quick animation of you just walking outside or something to that effect. In the world of Eonia, not everything that moves is an enemy. In the same way that there are violent beings that will attack you with fury just as seeing you, there are also others that will not harm you and will not consider you as something to be eliminated, nor as something to feed from. How to know this? Every time you find an animal, creature, or beast, observe that it has a drawing of a red skull. If it doesn't, it is harmless and you should not fear it. So, basically, a red skull means danger. Here's another little translation thing. But do not forget that the world of Eonia, it is surrounded by the inexplicable and full of dangers. So be cautious, because when you least imagine it, you'll need a good sword and shield, and some spears too, of course, and you will go straight to face with your fate, that on which everyone depends. So it's great that Master left me some potions. Maybe I need them. So some health potions. So like I said, this Spanish to English thing he will fix. But for right now, it is what it is. So, you know, we can't really do anything but just read. Okay, so there's the Escarino. There we go. Help throw potions. Search the inventory for the potion you want to throw, in this case, Frightener Potion, and select it by clicking on it with the right mouse button. Okay, basically I have done this a few times, so I already knew that at some point that would tell me what to do, because I would go in here, potions, I would click here. 4, that means you need to click the 4 button, and then, oh, the Escarino, I do not want it to hurt me, I better keep the distance. I better keep the distance. Okay, maybe some distance, but I would click and I would try pressing it, and I'm like, nothing's happening, and then I'd take one step farther and... Oh, I guess I need to be a little closer. Okay there. So primary quest updated. We gotta get these boards, because it looks like we have to board all that up. Oh, nails right here. Escarino eggs. Escarino eggs. Surely the Master Explorer Zoologist will be able to teach me in which potions to use them. I will visit him as soon as I can. So there, let's grab the hammer. This is Albius' skill tree. Here you can follow the status of each of the skills obtained and those that are still to be achieved. The floating information sheet indicates both the characteristics and the way to obtain them. This is, I mean, wow. This game is maybe just a step under, you know, other games of this ilk where he has done so much work. It's insane. But let us get into the inventory. Is it use? Yep, there it is. Okay, press 3 to equip. I don't know why it doesn't do that. I guess there's others that you'll have to at some point deal with. So, but 3. Another issue here is that I can't just hold down the right mouse button, or the left mouse button rather. I have to keep clicking it. So click, 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 and there I'm done. So that would have been nice. Just a small little things, but let's read it. And there we go. I had no doubt that you would manage to get rid of the Escarino, so happy birthday, Albius. You are an adult. And my apprentice, of course. There you have your wristband that proves it. Put it on. It's a pity I can't be with you, but a very serious matter concerns me that hasn't occurred in centuries. You are not ready to hear about them just yet. Actually, I would not even know how to explain it to you. I have spoken with each of the Master Explorers because I need as much help as possible. Although I have noticed in them a greater confusion than mine. But do not worry, everything will get fixed. For now, I want you to continue with your learning. You've always wanted a spyglass, so here you have one as a birthday present. He didn't forget after all. I have asked Master Cartographer Marteo to teach you how to identify animals and create maps. Now go quickly to the cartographic tower. Never heard it referred to as that, and take care of yourself, Albius. You are special, never forget it. I hope to come back soon. With love, Master Enodio. So, there, he always told me that I'm special, but never the why, and I knew it. He could never forget my birthday. He always kept his promise, and now I'm his apprentice. I'm very happy. If Ma and Pa were here, they would be proud of me. I miss them a lot. So, quest completed, the tasks of Master Enodio. So let's quickly pick up the spyglass. The spyglass, I wanted one for a long time. At last I can make maps and see the distant mountains. I have to try it as soon as possible. And the wristband. This shows that I am now his apprentice. Yes, at last I have a wristband with my initial on it, written in the strange language. Now everyone will know that I am his apprentice of Master Enodio. Lanio will go crazy when he sees it. I have to show it to him as soon as I can. So, that is that. And we head on out. So that is actually where I'm going to stop this episode right now. There will be more, don't you worry. I think the prologue is only a couple of hours long, so I will probably get you another 2, maybe 3 episodes before I'm done with this section. This guy is constantly updating this game. It is crazy how quickly he's updating. Hey, sir, where you going? Where you going, sir? Oh, he's running far too fast for me. I cannot catch up with him at all, but oh well. So I'm gonna leave it there. But like I said, he's been updating this game very quickly. Very diligently too. He is doing as much work as he can. You can definitely tell this is a passionate project for him, a labor of love. So, but anyway, I'm gonna cut there, and we'll see you next time. So thank you so much for watching. Take care and enjoy.